All right.
You ready?
Yeah, the time has come for Wiki Who. Our simple game, guys. Give you 3 famous people who have something in common. Then I give you a semi-obscure factoid from one of their Wikipedia pages. Got to connect the person to the factoid. That's all there is.
Easy.
If anybody goes 3 for 3, you get the relish. Currently being guarded by Tommy Lee Jones, who is in the process of renovating our kitchen.
Could you imagine if Tommy Lee was the project manager to get our kitchen?
Oh.
He'd be so underwhelmed.
Yeah.
Oh.
Again, he brought the relish to work. Just a lunch pail kind of guy. All right, guys. On this day in 1785, Benjamin Franklin announced his invention of bifocals.
Okay.
So we have for you 3 celebrities known for wearing glasses.
Good
We
one.
have Drew Carey, Tina Fey, and John Lennon.
Fabulous.
All from different walks of life. Sure. Nonetheless, makes for a great wiki. You 2 are playing. Anybody else? Anybody else playing? Nope. Okay. First question: whose ancestors did Ben Franklin help move to America? Like loaded up their stuff in his Toyota.
That's an interesting little tidbit.
I'm gonna go with John Lennon.
I was gonna say,
Yeah.
right? The whole England connection? Sure. I don't know.
Yeah.
Well, John Lennon's family didn't leave England, so there's that.
Oh, I thought they were packing up his stuff in England and said, "Get out."
Yeah.
His whole family stay there?
Yeah. I mean, no evidence of any Revolutionary War, colonial side.
Okay.
Ben Franklin, born in Boston, died in Philadelphia. Upper Darby, PA, is 7.5 miles from Center City, Philadelphia. Which, if you've been, there's a lot of Ben Franklin imagery around there. It's also where Tina Fey grew up. Apparently, her family didn't go far after coming over from England. But apparently, somehow, Ben Franklin helped them, her ancestors, I don't know what the financial costs or whatever, I don't know how they knew him, but he helped facilitate their move from England to the U.S.
Okay.
Interesting.
Before it was the U.S., I guess.
Well, all right then.
There we go. I didn't say it was interesting. I just
You said it was a time filler.
Yeah. Question number 2. That is incredibly offensive and true. Question number 2. Who was raised by their aunt?
Raised by their aunt.
Aunt.
I'm just gonna say Drew, just cause.
All right.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go John Lennon, just because.
Just cause.
All right, guys. Drew Carey's mom was named Beulah. I don't know what that has to do with it. Just thought it was funny.
It's amazing.
Beulah.
Just thought it was funny. This person was reportedly forced to choose between their mom and dad, like literally standing there. Which one are you going to go with?
Oh, really?
Wow. Like
a child.
they're
Like,
they're all assembled.
like imagine you're the child.
Yeah.
Cody and I are the parents.
Yeah.
And it's like, which one are you going to go with?
Wow.
I smell a new game show on Paramount Plus.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Pick your parent. Hosted by Ryan Seacrest.
Because he has no other jobs.
Yeah. This person also said, though, that being raised actually by their aunt and other aunts, but one particular aunt, but then other aunts as well, was, quote, their first feminist education. It was John Lennon who said that.
Oh, interesting.
Interesting.
Yeah, his childhood, when I was reading about it, was pretty. His dad was like a merchant marine or something who took off, came back, couldn't hack it, but then was like, come with either me or your mom.
Wow.
Wow.
And he initially chose his dad, but then started crying. So it's traumatic.
I was raised by my aunts, but they're red ants from Alabama.
A couple things. Director Woodfork says that Lennon has a song called Mother that's about that situation.
Oh.
And then Beulah, when you said Beulah, it like rang something in my head. It's because you know how I make up your middle name? Rachel's middle name is Beulah. Rachel Beulah Wolf. I love
I thought it was funny. I just think I'm just going to include that because it's funny. It has nothing to do with anything. Okay, final question. Here we go. Who was expelled for poor academic performance twice?
I'm going to go Tina Fey.
I'm rolling with my man Drew Carey.
Okay. Tina Fey graduated from UVA. Pretty good school. I don't think she was ever expelled from any schools. Hard to get into UVA, especially if you've been expelled twice. I'm going to read you a quote of what this person's teachers had to say about him. He has too many wrong ambitions and his energy is often misplaced. His work always lacks effort. He's content to drift instead of using his abilities.
I mean, that could have described a lot of us on this show. But.
Yeah. They were talking about John Lennon, but it was Drew Carey who left Kent State after 3 years and twice being expelled for poor academic performance.
I knew it.
Yeah, he went to Kent State in Ohio and just realized this isn't for me.
He has wrong ambitions. I don't think I've ever heard anyone say that.
I want to be a comedian and a talk show host and a game show
Wrong
host.
ambition.
Wrong ambition.
Well, that was referring to John Lennon,
Oh.
who just went on to become one of the most famous people on the planet.
That's all. Wow. All right.
Thank you very much.
All right.
Wiki Who.
Wiki Who.
AI is very much in the news right now because it wants to take our jobs, and it's at the heart of a new sci-fi action movie starring Jennifer Lopez.
David.